Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's reviews. I'm going to be doing something a little different today. As part of the recent launch of Disney Plus, 2 new films were released exclusively on the streaming service, and I'm going to review both of them. I'm going to start with the latest remake, taking the classic story of 2 dogs from different walks of life who meet and fall in love. This is the new live-action version of Lady and the Tramp. The original animated classic is one of my favorite films in the Disney canon, so you would think I'd frequently compare the remake to it. And yet, that did not happen. The filmmakers succeeded at taking Lady and the Tramp and doing their own thing with it, rather than just copying the original beat for beat. They do a lot of interesting changes, most notably expanding on Lady's owners, Darling and Jim Deere. I really like seeing their marriage, and both of them were likable characters I was happy to see more of. However, the dogs certainly are not sidelined. Lady and Tramp have lovely chemistry, and I like how the film progressed their relationship over the course of the story. The romance between them is believable, and there was a nice spark to the dialogue. Admittedly, the effects to make the dogs talk are a little iffy at first, but I got used to it after a while. Of course, director Charlie Bean also recreates a few iconic moments, but I did not feel like I was getting inferior versions of the spaghetti scene and the He's a Tramp musical number. I was just really caught up in the story, and I will admit a few points even hit the emotional sweet spot for me. There's also a dog catcher frequently on Tramp's trail, and for the most part the movie just depicted him as doing his job. And it makes sense why he wants this pooch off the streets. He wasn't a villain, but rather an obstacle, although he does slightly revert to villain territory at one point. Overall, I definitely rank Lady and the Tramp in the top tier of Disney remakes, along with Cinderella. It understood the need to change some things and form its own identity, while still knowing what made the original film so charming and likable. Next up, the other original Disney Plus movie, the Christmas comedy, Noelle. When Noelle started, I was kind of into it, as it focused on Santa Claus's daughter, played by Anna Kendrick, and how she attempts to get her brother ready to wear the red suit. When he runs off and she follows him to Arizona, we get a few fish-out-of-water jokes that are somewhat amusing. I've been liking Anna Kendrick's recent shift towards playing these perky, optimistic roles, and she brings the needed charm as Noelle. Unfortunately, as the movie played on, the jokes started to wear thin, and the story felt very stretched out. The supposedly main plot of Noelle trying to find her brother is actually resolved rather quickly, and the rest of the film just sort of meanders. We're introduced to a private investigator and his son, who I did not find the least bit interesting. There's also a subplot where a tech-savvy member of the Kringle family tries to take a more Amazon-like approach to delivering presents, which does not seem to go anywhere. It's kind of remarkable how the movie has both Bill Hader and Billy Eichner, and yet gives them so little material to work with. I guess the movie's message is appreciated, but by the time Noelle started digging into it, it feels like too little too late, and I was just patiently waiting for the end credits to finally roll. You can see the film going for that classic holiday film spirit, but a lot of Noelle underwhelms. But if you have Disney Plus, both of these movies are available to watch on there, so give them a look and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching this week's reviews, and I'll see you next time.